welcome you back to this second session of. Remember, we are talking about. We are celebrating the International Youth Day, and we are as well celebrating the National Youth Week. And as we do the celebration, we are talking about youth engagement for the theme for the year. The theme for this year is actually youth engagement for a global action. Youth engagement for global action. It is. And so I have on my right, as we went for the break, I have on my right, did I just, I nearly said pastor. Are you one? Could you be one? All right. We have Mr. Patrick Alube. Mr. Patrick Alube, he is the director Kwaho. And we have Madam Gareth Nkichabe. Gareth Nkichabe on my immediate left, and then we have, on my far left, we have Sir Yusuf. Yusuf, did you just say Yusuf what? Nyanje. Yusuf Nyanje. Yusuf Nyanje is the speaker. And so, tulipokwenda break tukawa tunarudi hivi kwa kusemaje. I would wish to engage you again, kuambia kwamba umeze mate kidogo, Mr. Patrick. As we celebrate the International Youth Day and the National Youth Week, what is Kwaho doing? What is Kwaho doing? How do you intend to celebrate this, to go about this celebration as far as the youth are concerned? Please, welcome.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir, once again. First of all, I would just like to thank the youth of Kakamega for coming up in big numbers and setting a forum where they can discuss issues about WASH. Mm-hmm. We have very few youths who have given themselves or involved themselves in the issues about WASH. Mm-hmm. They have left it to the others, they have left it to the elders, but the people in Kakamega have decided to come up with this. Mm-hmm. And they have seen the best forum for them to discuss this is a youth parliament. So they have formed what we are calling a youth parliament for WASH. Mm-hmm. And we are delighted to have the speaker here. Mm-hmm. This is the best way they thought they could approach the government, they could approach the people, the ones that are duty bearers, so that they will engage them in issues about water. Mm-hmm. And as a build-up to the International Day, as Kwaho, we have come up with some few activities through the support of the Water Governance Support Program, which is a program a project that we have started, and it's cutting across 10 counties that we are working in, and Kakamega is one of the counties that we are working in this particular project. And the main aim for this particular project is just to strengthen the sustainability just of water resource management and the wash services within a given location. And here we are in Kakamega. So what we will be doing with them, first of all, we have mobilized a few of the youths and the ladies for that matter, so that we will also take them through the menstrual health management. Mm-hmm. This is one of the areas that has been an impediment when we come to our ladies, when we come to our young men have not really taken it serious. But now we are saying we want to break the silence, even in terms of menstrual cycle, which our sisters go through, and it's a biological process. And we also want to tell the young men that this is also something that they can go through. They have their own that they go through. As the ladies go through the menstrual cycle, they also have what they go through. And so we want to break the silence to this, so that we will help our sisters, so that we will not put them to shame. We want to give them the confidence that they are supposed to have to go about their duties even when they are menstruating. And so it's one of the build-up activities, and we will be moving in some few sub-county headquarters where we will be meeting ladies, and we'll be talking to them, we'll be capacity building them, and a few parts that we will be distributing as one of the things. Whatever we are doing, the interview is one area, that again, which is a build-up towards the International Youth Day, which is coming tomorrow. And this is just raising awareness that the youths can be involved in water and sanitation. They can take matters, water and sanitation, in their hands. Thank you.
Boy child. Boy child. You just mentioned they can be involved, but you have gone even to, in particular, to single out a few of the things that you will be engaging the young, the ladies, the young ladies. And then what about the male? What about the male youth?
Yes.
Is there something that you would wish you have planned to engage them in, or something?
Yes, as we are raising awareness, we are looking at all of them. Mm-hmm. We are not only looking at the girls. Mm-hmm. And we are saying even the men are supposed to be involved. We are breaking the silence.
That's what I'm asking. Is yes. What in particular? You talked about the capacity building the young ladies, and creating awareness on and helping them to learn more, so that you're creating the confidence in them, that so that as they are menstruating, they have the confidence, they can as well, they are happy about it, because it is something that, God delighted in, and, gave it to the woman. But then it is just still coming. Is there something that you are engaging something in particular, as you may have it mentioned? Yes.
Yeah, and that's what we are saying. When we are doing capacity building, we are not separating the boys and the girls. Mm-hmm. We are all putting them together so that they know this is happening. So it is breaking the silence, and breaking the silence among the boy child and among the girl child. Mm-hmm. So it is in totality. As we are raising awareness, again, we are not separating them. We are all bringing them together. This is how we are going to do it. Yeah, but then you see, for the girls, the extra thing that we are bringing in are the pads. That is the only thing that we are bringing in. But in terms of creating awareness, in terms of capacity building, we are doing to all of them. That is what we do within the week. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Patrick. Yes. Namsukuma kidogo lakini
yes.
Well, nasukuma kidogo lakini ameganda kuganda. Amesukuma kidogo lakini ameganda zaidi. Thank you so much, Mr. Patrick. Yes. Let me come back. You did mention, Madam Director, you did mention, you talked about the opportunities. And then you stopped at a point where you wanted to talk about something, to go political or something. Yes. But then, what are you talked about the opportunities. What are or have been, or do you think are the barriers?
Okay. Thank you once again, Uncle Mose. The biggest barrier for youth accessing all these opportunities, as I mentioned earlier, we have so many opportunities. But the biggest barrier is, I think it starts with the mind, attitude. Mm-hmm. Yes, they are aware that these opportunities are available,
right.
But now there is that fear. They think that, like I was talking about the loans available at a very little interest rate, but they fear going for those opportunities. They fear grabbing the opportunities. You'll find that the rural youth thinks that when they go for the loans, already in their mind they've registered that I'll be unable to pay for this loan, and they'll come for my things. They'll take away my shamba. They'll take away all the household equipment in my house. So they sit back and the opportunities slip away from them. Then there's another thing that I'll also talk about is about bureaucracy. Okay, when the youth come to access opportunities from relevant platforms, we realize that there are steps that need to be followed. But unfortunately, our youth wants things done instantly. They don't want to go a mile by following the steps. So this also keeps them away because they think, your process ni ndefu, sijui niliambiwa nifanye nifungue account, sijui nitafute what. So they don't want to follow the due
And
process.
as the director
Yes.
as their director, does it bother you?
Yes.
And if it does bother you, then what are you doing about it now that you know?
Okay, now
Yes.
that we know,
Yes.
we are trying to create that awareness that first there are so many opportunities around the youth that they can tap into. And we have offices all over the 12 sub-counties within Kakamega County, and our officers are readily available to assist the youth in accessing these funds. All the youth need to do is to visit our offices, ask for information, because as we said, it starts with first accessing information, and once they access now the right information, they'll be able now to change the attitude, and then they'll be able to follow the due process so that they use the available opportunities that the government has set for them. And also, just to talk about another opportunity that I had forgotten, is the directive that youth access government funds through tenderpreneurship, AGPO. So we are also giving information to the youth, of course through our officers, that they can trade with the government. And they can go register businesses, and then after registering their businesses, they are able to do business with the government. And we are also going a step further because they'll cry that we don't have these funds to trade with the government. We don't have funds to do business with the government. So we are asking them, we have been able to link them with Youth Fund, Youth Enterprise Development Fund, that do LPO funding. They are encouraging the youth to, after registering their businesses, they go look for work with the government agencies, and once they get that, they are given the local purchase order. The Youth Enterprise Fund will then give them the funds, up to a ceiling of 2 million. They'll be given the funds, they do business, and then once they are paid, they'll be able to give back to Youth Fund, to repay back, yes.
That's fine. Maybe a little bit right in that line, but a little bit, I mean, let me take you a little bit kidogo, nje kidogo. There has been this thing, like, there has been this, talk in the mouth of the youth almost everywhere, that hata ukienda ukitafuta kama kitu kama tenders and what have you, there was tayari wana advertise too, but you will never as the director, I don't know if this has reached your ears, they will never consider, and because tenders wanatangaza tu that kuna walichachukua kitambo. I don't know if this has reached your desk, and if it has so happened, Madam Director, please direct us in this. Yes.
Nimesikia kilio kiko kwamba youth wananyimwa zile tenders, kwamba youth wengine wale ambao wamebobea katika masuala ya tendering, utapata kampuni ya wazee wanajiregister kama ya vijana, alafu wanaenda
kupata. Oh, you know that?
Yes, it has come to my desk.
So let's get the answer from Madam Director. All right, Madam Director.
We are the watchdogs. Our office follows up on the issue of AGPO to make sure that the 30% directive, as was given by the President, is duly followed. So we make sure that we liaise with all government agencies. Like when I talk about government agencies, I'm talking about like now those departments that are under the national government, because I don't have that authority to go and scrutinize the things being done by the county government.
Are you in simple terms saying that you have an office which does not have the powers
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Are you lacking the better words of using of putting it that way?
We are working closely with the government, with the county government, yes. But what I'm trying to say that for national level, state departments have been able to talk to all the departments, and we have agreed that 30% of the procurement opportunities go to the youth.
Where is that time? When was that time when was that time where you followed a case which came, you said it has at some point come to your desk? Where is that time where you have gone, you can single out and say, remember scenario, or remember time when this and this happened, and we did follow up we did do a follow-up and made sure that indeed, a case where you can remember and you can actually, it is, yeah.
Okay, as of now, I'll say there is no case that has come on my desk because I'm also very new in the office. I'm about 7 months old.
Mkichabe.
Yes.
Mkichabe. Si wana.
Lakini I'm just trying to tell you that during my tenure in the office, up to now, I've not received any complaint. Lakini zile ninazisikia tu zikisema pembeni. Si ati limeletwa kama swala kuu kwenye deski kwamba, Madam, this is what is happening, and of course when it comes I'll follow it to the letter. But as at now, bado sijapata kesi, lakini malalamishi pembeni yako.
Malalamishi pembeni yako.
Yes.
Na hilo ushalifahamu.
Ndio, lakini tunajaribu kwamba departments zote zinahakikisha kwamba procurement 30% ya vijana lazima ifuatwe to the letter.
Coming to Mr. Speaker, sir. Unataka kuongeza kidogo? Okay, anataka kidogo kusaidia hapa na kabla speaker haja speak yake yes sir, please.
Yes, and that is why we are giving voice to the people involved, so that they will be part of that particular process. We know the regulation or the law, the policy just says the 30%. But how many of the youths are involved? So if the youths can come in through social accountability tools that Mr. Speaker was speaking about. Social accountability tools, one of them is social audit. Social accountability tools is planning together. Social accountability tools is to make sure that there is transparency, there is accountability, and there is integrity in all the processes that are happening. So once the youth come together, I'm sure government will be very happy to work with them even through the processes. As they award the tenders, they will bring them on table. As they do their budgets, they will bring them on table. And we have seen this happening in other counties where the youths are now part of the process. And I'm sure the new constitution now requests us or asks us or demands us to have public participation in some of these things. So once the youth organize themselves together, I am sure the government officers will be able to accept them so that they can also be part of the process, and that one, due diligence will be done. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Mr. Speaker, sir, what do you have to say about this?
Actually, I concur with my two colleagues. Recently, like I said, we hosted the CC and his chief officer. And he said, actually, what we are doing is good, like forming an organized group. He even said that the department usually do advertise for tenders. And as youth, like Madam has said, that particular tender is out for the youth. So he was saying, if we put our house in order and we get familiar ourselves with the tendering processes, we can always be going to bid for the tenders with other youth.
Okay, and then as the speaker, where Madam did just mention something that you find there is the mzee ambaye amejiregister kama kijana and ana kampuni kama zote na ametuma application tender ya hii, na akatuma pia kwa jina hili, na akatuma hili kwa jina hili, hakuna jina, na hilo jina anahakikisha kwamba hayo majina yote yani yamekwisha kwenda kwa wale ambao unasimamia ile ile kamati ya kujua ni gani itakayo chukuliwa. Wanajua vizuri sana, so wanahakikisha kwamba hata kama wataacha mbili, at least moja itaenda. Mnafanya nini kuhusu hiyo, Mr. Speaker? Please speak on our behalf, please, Mr. Speaker.
Well, one of our mandates as the county parliament, youth parliament for WASH, we're supposed to do social accountability, and to also encourage the decision makers, like just to make them put into perspective what the relevant departments are doing in regards to actually in this case here, our main focus is on water, on WASH. We don't really go into other things like road and stuff. So our main focus here is WASH, is water. So we specifically deal with the Department of Water, with the county.
Okay.
Actually, for us, the Parliament is keen on championing for integrity and accountability in the operations of that particular department. So, like the way the EB said, there are tools that we'll be using going forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to do social accountability and to monitor relevant ongoing programs.
Okay.
Now, in the process, we'll be able to identify any malpractices.
Thank you so much, Madam Director. Maybe because of time, time is actually we are actually running out of time. What would be your wrapping up statement? What would be your parting shot? What would you have to say? Kwa kumalizia, unaweza kusema nini? Tuko wapi? Tunaelekea wapi? Celebrating the National Youth Day, the National Youth Week, and celebrating the International Youth Day. Youth engagement for global action. Having heard a bit of what the youth are going through. Na kwa wakati huu wa COVID imehit kabisa. COVID imehit kabisa. Na vijana wapo kama wote. Juzi tukawa tunazungumza na Alma Nyota, the advocate for youth reproductive health and rights in Kakamega County, and teen pregnancies zimekuwa kama mai. It's been the story of the day and inaumiza tu sana. Now what are you doing about it? And katika ile hali ya kumalizia tu penye sekunde chache tu.
Okay, nashukuru sana tena. We all know that the youth have been severely hit by the COVID-19 pandemic, and one thing the government has done is there is a program from the National Hygiene Program that is being implemented by the Department of Housing, but we are working closely with the department, where we've been able to employ so many youth so that we can at least protect them from the rampant unemployment issues. We've been able to engage 4,181 youth under the program, and they are going to be engaged for the coming 6.5 months. And it is a social protection program, and what we want to do is just to put some money in their pockets, and because so many challenges come because of the issue of unemployment. It is because of lack of engagement that we'll get so many teen pregnancies, lack of engagement that will get so many youth using drugs, lack of engagement, we'll see also so many youth going into crime. So we are trying to mitigate to arrest so many challenges facing the youth through the program. And the program is being implemented in the municipalities, that is Kakamega Municipality and Mumias Municipality, because basically it is supposed to
So you are there to
The program is supposed to enhance hygiene from.
Allow me to take this beautiful opportunity to welcome us, to welcome you, our greatest viewer of Pendo TV, Furaha kwa Jamii. Naitwa Moses Matete, ukipenda Uncle Mose. We are here to talk about great things, and I am so delighted and excited this morning to share with us that which I believe is going to help us see how to deal with 1, 2, 3, especially matters that concern the youth. As we look forward to, as we celebrate as we celebrate the Youth Week, and we celebrate the National Youth Week, and as we celebrate the International Youth Day, we have the pleasure today, tunayo furaha sana kukaribisha haswa kijana barubaru, kijana ambaye wewe unahesabika kwamba unajihesabu kwa kijana, kwamba ni masuala yapi ambayo tunaweza kuangalia. What is it actually that you can say you are celebrating? And to help us to achieve that, or to help us look into that, we have very special people in our midst today. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I want to take this opportunity to actually say asanteni sana kwa kuja kuwa pamoja nasi hapa. Remember, I said tunasherehekea, we are celebrating our National Youth Week. As we celebrate the National Youth Week, and as we celebrate the International Youth Day, kuna masuala kadhaa ambayo tungependa tuyaangazie, na ikawa ni kwamba tumetoa mwaliko kwa wageni wetu maalum sana kuwa pamoja nasi katika stesheni yetu, tuangazie masuala kadhaa ambayo yanahusu vijana. Kwenye mkono wangu wa kuume, on my right, I have the executive director, Kwaho. Kwaho is Kenya Water for Health Organization, a very special man of God and a very special guest in our midst, and I would like him just to help us to know, atupe majina yake ama jina lake tumfahamu. Let's do the introduction. I have 3 guests with me in the studio today, so please welcome. On my right, please sir, you're welcome. I would have shaken your hand, but following the COVID-19 protocols, health protocols, we have to really obey that. Please, sir, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much, Uncle Moses.
Uncle Moses, yes.
It's a pleasure to be at your studios.
Yes.
And my name is Patrick Alube, the Executive Director of Kenya Water for Health Organization, and that is Kwaho. And I'm sure we'll be saying much more about Kwaho even as we continue on. Thank you very much.
You can hear the English, Kiingereza, wanaita lugha ya kukaza meno, ulegeze ulimi, Kiingereza. Thank you so much, Mr. Patrick Alube. We are glad to have you, Makofi tafadhali. Thank you so much. We are glad to have you, sir. You're most welcome. Thank you for making time to be here with us today. And on my gender balance, gender equality, on my immediate left, a very powerful, great woman. On my immediate left, we have Madam Garrett, or Garrett, I don't know, she will do it the best way she knows how to do it. Please forgive me if I'm not bringing it the way you like it. Garrett Kichabe. Garrett Kichabe is County Youth Director. Tell us much more about yourself, Madam. We have the honor to have you. Please, thank you so very much for making time to be here with us in our studios today. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Uncle Mose.
Yes.
I think you got it right. My name is Garrett Kichabe. I'm the County Youth Director, Kakamega, from the State Department for Youth, that is national government. I'm pleased to be at Pendo Station, and I know we are going to engage more on matters youth. Thank you so much.
Makofi jamani, we are glad this is, we remember I said we are celebrating the National Youth Week and celebrating an international youth.
So that we may be able to fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's finish up with you, Daddy, and that'll be lovely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Uncle Mose. This has been quite engaging and quite educative, and I'm so happy of where we are. Social accountability is bringing in the community so that the community will be on the table. That is the most important thing, and we are thinking that the youths play a major role. We've just been told how many they are quite a number. If we go with the statistics, over 65% of Kenyans are the youth. So if we are not involving the youth in any of the activities, then all the projects are bound to fail. Sustainability, sustainable goals that we are looking at for us to attain in the year 2030 cannot be attained or will never be sustained if we are not going to involve our youth. They are the young ones, they are the energetic ones, and when we involve them in this and they take up some of these activities, then we are bound to succeed. We are bound to see the success that we are looking at. Social accountability enables them, gives them the right tools to be able to engage the right holders, the duty bearers, and them as the right holders, they need to know that they are supposed to be engaged. Engage even when the CIDPs are being written, engage even when the budgets that are being written. There is all that opportunities and forums that have been given for that. So with the Youth Parliament in Kakamega, the WASH Youth Parliament, it's just a start of them engaging in other issues. WASH has started because Kwaho, we are directly looking at the WASH, but then as they continue on, they will widen and see how do they approach even other sectors so that they will be able to help the youth. What are we saying? They also need to be on the table of the decision makers. Thank you very much.
For the interest of time, because of time, we have to be ending it up there. And with us, we have had an opportunity and an honor and a pleasure to have, as we celebrate the International Youth Day and celebrating the National Youth Week, we have, and the agenda of the celebration, actually the theme of the year is actually Youth Engagement for Global Action. We have had Sir Patrick Alube, Executive Director, Kwaho, Kenya Water for Health Organization. And we, on my left, actually, we've had Madam Gareth Nkichabe, County Youth Director, and Mr. Sir Yusuf Nyanje, a youth speaker for Kakamega WASH Youth Parliament. It's really been an honor and a pleasure to have all of you. Please, you have this from me, and God bless you so very much. So I want to tell the youth, ours is to have this information reaching you. That is our role. Media has the role to make sure that any information that is vital, any information that is important, any information that is helpful, profitable to any member of the society, we make sure that we create that forum, we create that time to have the information reaching you. And at Pendo TV, furaha kauli mbiu ni furaha kwa jamii. When the youth are happy, furaha kwa jamii inatanda. From me, Uncle Mose, allow me to say, celebrate, celebrate. God bless you. We love you.